welcome to the Gentleman Sweep Show. It's Monday. What time is it?
It's 9 o'clock, baby.
Hey, listen. I know y'all only see us. I know y'all only see the two nuts. Y'all wondering
where's the girl with the
big fat butt? You know, is it? Is the crazy people taking over the insane asylum? Lady T. Kennedy. She is like an angel. She is like the angel that is looking over our shoulders, you know. She is somewhere close. She is always going to be found. We're going to go ahead and get her on because she's got a lot going on with our show today. So we was not allowed to do us and go crazy today.
Yeah, we should have.
We should have, but it's all gravy, you know what I mean? Last time we went too crazy. Now she's here. Is she cute in there? Tanya.
We can't hear you.
Hey, well, we still going to keep going. You know how we do. So, how was your weekend?
My weekend was probably more boring than yours.
My weekend was lit. I don't know about you. My weekend was lit. You heard?
How was your weekend?
Listen,
my weekend?
We're gonna start with your weekend before I get into mine. What you do this
first
weekend?
and foremost, I almost caught up on Game of Thrones. I'm up to season 4.
What?
I'm up to season 4. My man just now got his head crushed in.
The
big giant just now crushed his head.
No spoilers. We might have some people.
If you ain't seen season 4 of Game of Thrones, then yeah, you back with me. Then
you gotta start somewhere. And
then,
so you were full?
I did the mission for the company.
Okay,
I dropped off the supplies for the gym.
Shout out to that. So the supplies was for it was going to where?
Virgin Islands.
Virgin Islands, some victims and stuff that we had in the Virgin Islands. So shout out from that. I flaked on you on that one right there. I was tired though. I was tired. I gave you the I'll see you when you get there type of spill. And when you said you was on the way, I was already in bed laying down. You know what I'm saying?
And other than that, I did nothing.
I appreciate.
I have no life.
I appreciate you. Yeah. So it is what it is. This weekend I was chilling. You know, I did do a little something. You know, so I just changed some things around in my life and everything like that. Yes, so I used to have this group I used to belong to and things like that. So I kind of stepped back from the group and gave up my ownership of the group and allowed my good friend to go ahead and run the group and take care of it on her own. And, you know, I had to make changes in my life. And this weekend was their first official big party that I wasn't going to be there. You know, it was like my baby. We started it from the jump. And this was going to be my first, first week or my first opportunity that wasn't going to be there. So all my friends and people that really, you know, was there for me that wasn't going to be at the party, they wanted to make sure I had a good time, you know, and it wasn't on my mind. So they tried to take me out and do some things. And, you know, I realized when you stop doing things for a while, you become a lightweight. So I haven't drank in the longest time. You know what I mean? I hit Fridays up. I was supposed to go bowling. Real quick, Parkland. Y'all are the worst place in the world. I went to Parkland Bowling Alley. Is that your spot, Smoke?
That's my spot.
They are the worst place in the world, and I'm going to tell you why.
I used to live on Parkland.
Give me a second. I'm going to tell you why they the worst.
I graduated from Suitland, man.
Shout out to Suitland High. This is my problem with Parkland, right? This is my problem. So first, I was like, listen, I wanted to go uptown, and I wanted to go to the spot where you can bowl, you can drink your alcohol, you can do everything at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But it's expensive. You know what I mean? It's really expensive to do that. So I said, I'm going to play the cheap route. I'm going to hit Fridays up. You know what I mean? Because Fridays is right by Parkland. I'm going to get me a couple drinks in. After I get my drinks in, then I'm going to go bowling. The problem is, after 2 drinks, I was wasted. Like, I used to go drinks all night, putting them back. After 2 drinks, I was finished.
You were done?
I was done. I was really leaning. I was leaning a little bit after 2 drinks. Excuse me, 2 watered down drinks. You know what I mean? 2 watered down drinks. I was finished. So I said, this will be fun. I'm a little tipsy. Let's go bowling. So I go into the Parkland Bowling Alley. First thing that they say in the Parkland Bowling Alley, if you stay straight, it says Parkland is not closed. I'm like, yo, why is there a sign up that says it's not closed if obviously if I'm walking through the door, you're open? So I get to the spot. I want to know how much it is to rent some shoes. It's a big sign that says, we do not accept debit or credit cards. They only accept cash. So I'm like, all right, we got to what? Listen, how can you run a reputable business nowadays and not be able to accept debit or credit cards? I don't know. I don't want to say some black people type stuff. It is what it is.
Black people type
listen,
stuff right
that was off a little bit, right? But this is some real black people type stuff, and we got to do better because I love my people. They had an ATM machine in the building. My man says, I said, yo, I'll go to the ATM machine. How much is it going to be for my shoe rentals and the bowl 2 games? He tells me what it's going to be. I'm going to run to the machine. I know they about to rate me for like $4 in charges to use the machine. And my man says, I'm not sure if there's any money in that machine.
Wait a minute. Time out. So let me get this correct. You go to a business.
Yes.
They have an LLC,
They have what's the LLC?
Legal Liability Corporation.
They got something set up, yes. They say they open, but there's a sign that says
they
we
not
open.
closed.
Yeah, they not closed.
You asked my man how much for the shoes and 2 games.
He gave me the price of what I was going to have to pay. I needed to get cash.
He quoted you a price.
He quoted me a price.
And then at that point,
He told me to go across the street to the ATM machine
but
to
if
get
the
some money.
ATM may not have some money.
No, not at all.
Bro.
So please
Bro.
don't go to Parkland Bowling Alley. Take yourself somewhere else. You should go uptown, have fun, hit the Fridays, and drive somewhere else. Uber it. Don't drive drunk. They out there. But listen, we got a crazy show in store for them. We're going to be talking about a lot of things. We're going to get Lady T, the angel that's always overhead on the line. And we're getting it in today.
Hopefully so. And don't go to Parkland to bowl.
Don't
ever.
do it. Gentlemen Sweep Show. We're going to take this break and be right back. Go ahead and play that clip for him, Jake. Hey, that's gonna be me. That last one, with
that
the
last
old lady.
one with
yes.
the old lady?
Yes.
You know how old that lady is? She's
It
like
doesn't
80
even,
years
it
old,
doesn't
man.
even matter. Look, if y'all
Stop,
can't tell
man,
by what
stop.
we just showed y'all, today's show is going to be about May, December romances. We're going to talk about some crazy relationships out there. Now, if you don't know exactly what a May, December romance is, I'm going to break it down for you. It's a romance where there is a little age gap between the two who are involved. So we're going to talk about it, Ken.
Did you see my man? Did you see my man with his grandmother on their first date, man?
Stella had to get a groove back. You know what I mean? So that old lady,
Stella, man. That's Stella.
that old
that's
lady
Stella
had to
mama,
get a groove
man.
back. So at that particular point, that's what we're going to talk about today. Do we have Miss Lady T Kennedy on the phone?
I don't think we have on.
Hey, well, she ain't here, so you know what that means? We gonna
just
do what we do. Oh, Tanya, we loved you. We tried to get you a part of the show. Now we gonna do what we do. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So today we talking about May, December, and I heard you might have a little
Man.
May, December.
All I'm
romance
saying,
show going on
all
a
I'm
little
saying, Jay, while we and you were on our big wheels with our little huffies,
bit. How old was we during that
man,
time?
about 8. You were 9. I was 8.
I was a little advanced, you know what I'm saying? I was probably 6, you know what I mean? I started hollering at honeys when I got 11, 10ish, so I was about
Somebody
big
was riding around driving a white Hugo?
I don't know what it was.
A white or yellow Hugo. I'm not
Yes.
gonna say no names. I just live with the person. You know, I'm not gonna say no names.
So how much older than you is she?
9 years, man.
Oh, 9 years your
Yes,
senior. That
cougar.
might not be that bad of a thing. You know, she's a little bit older than you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. When I saw her on the playground, I was like 2. I said, "You cute."
Oh, and she said, holler at me when you get 17 and a half. You know what I mean? There's some laws around there. So when you get 17 and a half, then holler at me. DJ Smoker's in the building. Smoke, let me ask you a question real serious. What is the oldest age gap you've ever dealt with? Say a woman. What's the oldest age gap you've dealt with?
All right. When I was 22, I had a 47-year-old.
Jeez Louise. Wow.
You was blowing her back out.
Wow. Yes, he was.
He laughing.
Yes,
He
he
crazy. So we're going to talk about it, but
he
y'all know how we do. So you know what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna talk about it. We got a new sponsor on the show, so I'm gonna go ahead and give my sponsor some love a little bit. So
Oh, yeah, we got a sponsor.
and
Shout
y'all
out
see
whoever
Jake.
you are.
Take it real quick. Go ahead and put that picture up that I have of our sponsor and everything, and I want to tell y'all how I'm looking fly and what's going on out there. So if y'all look, it's my man Bebop Boutique and all that. So shout out to my man Amari Washington. He got me fly right now with the bow ties.
I see
All this
you.
information
I
is
see
up
you.
there. We got all the iCloud information. We got all the hey you can get to him. He's got everything. He
I
keeps you
see you,
fly
man.
now.
Where my bow tie at,
Listen,
man?
you won't look as good as me. I can promise you that, but you will be looking fly. So take that information. We're going to support people out there. He's a young entrepreneur out there doing his thing. You know, he takes any type of orders, custom everything. I mean, I haven't seen the young dude with the spinner in one of his bow ties and all that going to school. So yeah, little fly, little fly youngin' out there. You know what I'm saying? So he got me laced. When I wore this, I told him I wanted to wear this. He said that's a little feminine. I said I'm Russ. I can do whatever I do and still make it look good. Hey, shout out to Mar. I appreciate you, baby. So you know what I mean? Today we gonna talk about it. So since Tanya's not here, we gotta do all our news and hold on, watch this. This the crazy face. This the Las Vegas, we feel your pain face, you know what I mean? So we gonna go ahead and throw it the nose. He gonna talk about some recent thing that's going on, and since, it's me, my time to do me, we gonna do it. So what's going on in our news today?
You already know, bro, man. Worst mass shooting in United States history.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
And today, 500 injured, 58, possibly 59 killed.
So far.
Because those numbers can always change, All we can say, man, prayers up to Las Vegas. And the shooter's already been killed. And he has a possible suspect somewhere out there who knows what's going on.
How you feel about that?
Check this out, boys. You know what's wild? They said this dude had 17 guns in his hotel room and then had more at his house.
Yeah, he was
So he was planning to do some extra shit.
He had this
but the first plan didn't work because he recognized he done too much.
Yeah, I heard he was actually on a few watch lists, so they've been
that's
they've been
crazy.
watching him.
And the crazy thing was his family tried to act like, this shocked him. Like, I know he's always had guns, but we don't even know where you can
17 guns?
A machine gun or something.
The average person can't get 17 guns.
Yeah.
Yes, in certain states, you can do that if you have a gun dealer license.
So what we need.
So if you a gun dealer or authorized gun dealer, you can buy 10 guns tonight. Yeah. Like literally, I carry a gun every day.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be some type of list or something you follow. After you got the third one, they should sit you down. Let me talk to you, young man.
He ain't hunting no more.
In certain states, they want their guns. Yeah, they want literally the gun he had has been banned.
Okay, but
on YouTube, you can actually go on YouTube. You can buy a metal piece to change a semi-automatic to a full automatic weapon. Well, so he had this well planned out.
Well, I want to take this 1 second because one thing I do appreciate about the platform that we have is that sometimes I know this show we act crazy and we do a lot of insane things, but sometimes we got to be responsible. And the thing that I can say is that everybody needs to understand that this could have been their home, this could have been their city, this could have been their place at work, this could have been them. The people that died, this could be their family members. These are fathers, these are mothers, sisters, brothers. They're connected to somebody. And as a nation, we gotta get stronger on some of these gun laws. You know what I mean? I believe everybody should be able to protect themselves. So I'm all for you being able to have a gun or two in your house. But when you get to the point where you have 16, 17, 18 guns or whatever, it gets ridiculous. How many guns do you need? And we can see right now that it wasn't the guns that killed people. It was a crazy, silly type of dude out there that needed some help with the gun that went out and murdered and slayed all those people. So for real, we got to get a little bit stronger. Instead of us worrying about who's kneeling, who's not kneeling, who needs to be fired, who's not firing, we need to worry about who got their hands on these guns and what they're doing out there. So our lawmakers, stop playing games and start protecting us Americans, because whether they white or black or whatever, we all Americans. So get it together.
Yeah, my man didn't care what color you were. He was just out there wanting to kill somebody.
Open fire. He just, video game
type
stuff.
He didn't have no motive.
Nothing.
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 It's not like he went out there like, I'm mad at these people.
Yeah.
Nah. It was some random act that just,
Yeah.
First crowd I see, I'm killing everybody.
I don't care what race he was.
Yeah.
It was what he did.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Straight up.
Yeah. What else we got, man? What else we got?
I do believe I got a picture up there because I'm about to go on like a rant.
Go ahead, put the picture up. He about to do it.
I'm going on a rant.
Go ahead.
Oh, this gonna be a classic rant. All right. For all you, because I wasn't here last week, who fell for the fake protests of the NFL, let's get the narrative correct. It's not about what Donald Trump said. It's not about no flag. And believe it or not, I'd have friends who served this country. I have friends who fought and died for this country. And I work every day with the United States military. It's not about a flag. It's not about a national anthem. It's about those black people behind you in that collage who are dead.
Yeah.
And they ain't never coming back.
Yeah.
Due to some stupid police officers who are scared to be policing these streets.
Uh-huh.
And if you scared, go find another job. This is what I do for my living. I never had to pull my gun on nobody. I never had to shoot nobody. If you can't go with your hands and subdue that person, you don't need to be on these streets.
That's real.
Stop being scared. But since y'all won't boycott with me,
nah, but listen, this
Jay and Smoke.
No. Let me
I got a boycott y'all can't do.
I
got a boycott y'all can't do.
We about to go to a break real quick, but let me explain to you why I'm not boycotting. I'm gonna be real. Let me explain to you why.
I got one you can do.
Because what happened is the purpose of what Colin was doing it for has been muddied. It's been lost.
Yeah, it's
been
very
no longer
lost.
about that. It's now about a flag. It's now about I don't want to watch the NFL because Donald Trump said not to.
Yeah.
So now people are gonna watch it because we don't really rock with 45. So the whole purpose of what my man Colin did it for was to show the injustice, show what was going on with us as a people and how we was being mistreated has been muddy. Whenever politics gets involved with something, it gets muddy. So at that point, that's the only reason why I'm not supporting, but I support the movement. I support what he's doing. I'm just saying right now, it ain't what he's doing.
Well, I got one we can't do.
It ain't what he's doing. So let's do that. Hold that real quick. We're going to go ahead and go to break real quick. When we come back, we're going to finish it. We're going to get Tanya on the line so she can do the little ratchet roundup and everything. And we're going to get back. It's the Gentleman Sweep Show. It's May December's. I need me an old chick. Go ahead and play that Smoke.
And I approve this message because I believe we're all in this together.
Yes.
Looking forward to a long, strong, productive relationship. You know, I don't want to blow my own horn, but I'm really qualified.
You shouldn't have to blow your own horn. You should leave that for someone else to do. Marcus, darling. Wouldn't you like to get a little bit more comfortable?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Let's bring it back. darling.
Jay,
Hey,
that is
Smoke,
your future. That is your future right there.
He made that joke. He made that joke super dark after that. Hey, Smoke, tell the truth. Would you have smoked Eartha Kitt out? Tell the truth.
Man,
back in the day, though.
Time out, Jay. Time out. That is Catwoman right there.
Oh, yes, sir.
That is the original Catwoman. Show her some respect.
She's not Catwoman anymore. She's the original.
Yes.
Back in the day.
Yes.
What's your limit? Where would you stop
I
at?
would have did it for the reason he did it.
Okay, so he had to get for a
That
job or
was
something.
his job.
Nah.
You know.
Nah.
You wouldn't have did it?
Nah.
I would have did it.
Mr. Bojangles is
would've
not
did
dancing tonight.
I would have did
No,
it.
you got to understand his job and where he
Listen.
was at.
I would have been out
That
there.
that was ratchet, but we got something more ratchet. Tanya.
Hey guys.
Hey girl, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Listen, don't get mad. Blame me for my Walmart family mogul plan. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know my phone is kind of suspect, so when I was trying to call you, it didn't work the way it worked. But you here now.
Oh,
What
man.
you got for your ratchet news? What's going on in that ratchet land?
There's a few things going on. You guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear you
great.
perfectly.
All right. Well, let's start with our girls out in Atlanta on the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
First up, Portia Williams. Everybody knows who she is.
She was the one married to
Well-
Cordell, right? The football player.
You got it, buddy.
Who used to be married. to
Yeah.
her.
He was a
Right.
little suspect. No homo.
Yeah.
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 See how you use that. So anyway, you know, every year they take the girls on a girls trip. So
Uh-huh.
they went to Barcelona, Spain, and Portia got sent home early because she tried to put her paws on Marlo. So according to sources, the alleged blowout landed Portia on the first flight back to Atlanta.
Oh, she
Apparently
was
they got
playing.
into an argument.
Mhm.
Well, they got into an argument. That's what they do on the show. They argue like every 5 seconds.
Okay.
And Portia pointed an object in Marlo's face and she snatched it. Portia tried to go Rocky Balboa on her and lunged at her. But the thing, she didn't exactly touch her.
Okay.
But they still sent her home anyway. So we're gonna see.
We're gonna have to
if
watch-
Portia
we're gonna have to watch that
on
one.
track or not.
I won't be
We're
watching.
gonna have to
that.
watch that
I
and
won't
see
be
what's going
watching
on with that one. That still got some more. That got some more going
it
to it.
airs next month in November.
Okay.
November 11th, I believe, or 12th, I think. And also on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya Moore.
Yeah.
You know who Kenya is?
Miss America.
Miss USA. Right. So
Yes.
rumors are going around that she's been fired because you heard she allegedly got married, right?
Okay. Was
And
this like an
her
African
husband
dude or
worked.
something?
No, it's not African dude. He's an American dude with some kids.
Okay.
And apparently he doesn't want to be on the show. He doesn't want anything to do with it. So
That's 'cause he got
refused
another
to
wife.
film Ethan.
Maybe
But
that's
he said
not
he
for
got
the
another
foolishness,
wife.
man.
You know what? Nobody said that. Anyway, nobody said that.
That's because in America it's against the law to marry two women.
In America it is, but
In
not
Af-
Africa. So
in
anyway,
Africa he could do it.
He's not African. Damn it, let me get through this. So he won't film the show at all. He
Okay.
won't appear in anything. So they decided not to bring her on the trip, and it was going around that she got fired. But Kenya, being Kenya, responded to the rumors on Instagram by saying, "A sitting queen never quits and cannot be removed from her throne." Hashtag
Ooh.
shit.
Ooh.
So we'll wait to see if she has been fired or if she hasn't. But I guarantee you, season 10 of Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to be the one to watch.
They got to bring it back. It's been so long. They need some more drama on that show to keep it alive.
It's the favorite drama. on
Going
that
with the
show.
win
That's
fabulous.
what
Wasn't that her slogan?
Yeah, that was her.
So moving on, y'all's friend, y'all's favorite guy, 50 Cent, he's being sued yet again.
Okay.
This
Unit.
time for jacking photos. He apparently had some pictures taken by a professional photographer, and the photographer saying, "Hey, he didn't get permission for me to use these photos. He didn't license these photos." And he ended up posting them all over Instagram, getting over 42,000 likes and stuff. So
Man.
Passatieri, Christopher Passatieri is the
Mm-hmm.
photographer. He is now suing him for unspecified damage.
Get money.
Get money.
Get
Get-
money. He's
get-
always losing at that 50, I tell you.
50
And
got-
then we got in the Kardashian news. because,
Yes.
you know, they need-
It's
they
not
need
ratchet
their
without the
whole
family of ratchetness.
they need their whole segment. So I don't know if you know, but last week, Rob Kardashian and his sister Kylie Jenner filed a lawsuit against Black China for assault, battery, and vandalism.
Why they keep messing with her?
Yeah, man. Rob is claiming that China tried to strangle him with I'm trying not to laugh. That she strangled him with an iPhone charger cord.
I'm gonna
at
tell.
his sister Kylie's house.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you why that's a lie. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna tell you why that's a lie. Because any black woman knows when you don't mess with your money. So why would she be trying to strangle her check? This dude owe her a check for the next 18 years. She's still making sure he good. So she ain't trying to kill the man. She trying to make sure he good.
Yeah, she a vampire. She want to suck you slow and dry.
Apparently, this happened like last year sometime.
Okay.
And now they're trying to sue. So, China's been lawyered up since the whole thing where he did the slut shaming, posting the photos of her.
Okay.
So her lawyer chimed in and she said the language in the lawsuit is very ugly and false. The allegations are false. They share a baby, and Kardashian just entered into a case where he promised not to disparage her in any way, and now he's doing this. So she said, we'll see who will win at the end of the day. My bet is on Lisa Bloom because she don't play.
Yeah, she don't play.
And the last thing in Ratchet News, Terrence Howard, a.k.a. Lucius Lyon, is about to lose out on some major money. His ex-wife has won the appeal in their spousal support suit.
Wow.
He took an L because according to the court documents, Michelle Howard got a ruling on their spousal support overturned. 2 years ago, Terrence convinced the court he'd been forced to sign their marital settlement under duress. He claimed that she was threatening to go public with naked photos and
Yes, she said he had a small wee-wee.
Yeah.
Hey, there's always those pretty boys, man.
At the time, he had to pay her $5,800 a month.
Okay.
So Michelle appealed, and the judge agreed with her that he was not under duress because too much time had passed between the supposed threat and when he actually signed the agreement.
Okay.
They feel it was buyer's remorse on his part, and he could have gone to the police or done a number of things if he felt that she was blackmailing him. So it's been reinstated. He's got to pay that money. Probably a little bit more than that for stalling the court for so long. So
that's
sorry, Terrence.
crazy. That's
crazy. It for Ratchet News.
I tell you what, Tanya, I know you hurt your ankle and you at home getting better, but before you leave, I want to have a little bit of fun with you. Jacob, this is what I want you to do. If you can pull up my sugar mama for me real quick. Since we talking about May December romances, I'm looking for a sugar mama. So I'm just going to have some fun with you, Tanya. I know you got a man. I know y'all in love, and I know y'all taking, but I want to have a little fun with you. This is what I'm going to do, all right? On the screen, and I know you're probably not looking in. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to tell you what type of candy is on the screen. I want you to tell me, Sugar Mama, what's the slogan for the candy? I'm keeping you sharp. Are you ready, Jacob? Put the first picture up. The first picture I got is some Hershey's Kisses. What is the slogan for Hershey Kisses, Tanya?
Melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
No, it's not. It's say it with a kiss, but good. You're so nasty. What's the next one, Jacob? She's so nasty. What else we got? What about Starburst? What's it, Starburst?
I have no idea. Do they have a slogan?
Yes, isn't life juicy?
Whoa.
Juicy. What's our next one? You're not doing too good. What about Snickers? Everybody knows Snickers.
All I remember is the commercial.
It is Hungry. Why wait? What's the next one? You suck at this. What about Almond Joy? You know this with your nasty self. Which one is this? Almond Joy.
I don't know.
Almond Joy is what? Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't. All right, we're gonna give you one. What about Double Mint Gum? Now, I personally like Big Red. Kiss a little bit longer. But what about Double Mint Gum? What is it?
Double your trouble?
No, it's double your pleasure. Double your fun. Nasty lady, you should have got that with all your threesomes and nasty. We gotta take a break, Tanya. Thank you for calling in. It's the Gentleman Sweep Show. Take us to that commercial. Smoke.
Okay, so everybody know I'm dating a younger man. He's 33, 42. And I don't have a problem with it. And truthfully, it's not hard. It's quite interesting because there's certain things you see in him, I see in him. But I don't see the age difference. He's very mature, but I'm very silly, so I guess we even out. If I was like one of them 42-year-olds who actually was set in my ways, and I'm just a new school type of 42-year-old. I'm grown, but I'm enjoying my life. I don't have to have to prove something or whatever. But I really feel that we balance each other out. And I'm from Detroit, so the man that was there, well, I'm gonna say talk about all of them, but the men that were there were kids. The 43-year-olds were acting like freaking 10-year-olds, like you're supposed to be their mama or something. And he's from New Jersey, so yeah, he got the same kind of lifestyle as and drugs and fighting and robbing and all that crap in his life. So we even out. I love his mouth. He, like people in New York, but just loud and honest. So I can respect that. And me, I'm a little more laid back and quiet. But more and more I deal with him, bring more of me out. So for people who want to date younger men and with younger, older women, have fun. All right, please.
Hey, where's she at?
First and foremost,
Where's
welcome
she
back
at?
to WLVS Radio.
WLVS Radio.
And Jay, you're going to leave my aunties alone when I get them to do these interviews for us, man. Leave my aunties alone.
Where's she at?
I stopped her at the barbecue at the house. I asked her to do a real quick joint for me.
Okay.
And this what you do to me, man?
Not
That's how you
true,
treat
man.
me,
I've been
man.
over your house for a barbecue. She ain't never been there, you know what I mean? I come over your house sometime to Girl Scout and she ain't never been there. So that's a lie. That's a lie. Hey, but real quick, you know what I mean? We want to thank Tanya for calling in and going in. She needs to work on that game a little bit. I mean, I think some of the stuff I'm for sure she was going to get, but it is what it is.
You gave her a few layups.
Listen, man, so we're going to talk about the topic real quick. But before we do, I got to do my man I ain't even know. And I really want to feed off of, again, the tragedy that just happened in Las Vegas. How we had over 500 people that was shot, and are now 57, 58, 50 something climbing as far as deaths. But what really shocked me, and what I didn't really even know is the value of life is really meaningless nowadays. I don't understand how the value of life could drop down to the level that it is now. There was a lady that was a CBS vice president. She's in charge of really their legal department. And she made a statement and she said pretty much they deserve to get what they got and we shouldn't be sympathetic towards them. And the reason why she said that is because most of the people that was there was fans of country music and they were Republicans. And
wow.
Yeah, so that's my man. I didn't even know. I'm not even going to say the young lady's name because I don't want to give her no shine. She lost her job. Let her keep, in a pit that she's in. I believe in forgiveness and everything, but I also believe you got to watch what you say. You know what I mean? Because if we are now rationalizing people's life depending on what type of political affiliation that they have, that's horrible. That's just as bad as judging someone from the color of their skin. Because from what my understanding is, you are a black Republican, right?
I'm a black Republican.
You know what I mean? And I'm a black, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just vote for the guy or the female that I think is going to be the best one for me. So I'm not even affiliated with any party, but I understand. And what I do know is that nobody should be shot, killed, hurt, beat up, or anything for who they choose to rock with or who they choose to vote with or whatever. And for someone to be murdered, be massacred in that manner, and for someone to not show sympathy, I believe CBS did the right thing by letting that young lady go and not being a part of it. So again, my man, I didn't even know is we got to do a better job on showing how valuable life is. You get one life to live, and everybody's life matters. I don't care what color you are, what your affiliation is politically. I don't care what, your life matters. So I'm off of my soapbox. That's really all I wanted to talk about. And now I'm going to have a little bit of fun. I'm going to talk about my word of the day.
What's your word of the day, Jay?
Real simple. Before we talk about, I want to treat this show like a dating hotline, even though I got my boo, she's looking right now, hey, and everything. If she messes up, I want to make sure I got me an older lady that can take care of me and that can appreciate what I do, you know what I mean? So any old ladies out there between the ages of 65 and 70,
bro, you be out there
700
with me,
credit scores and make over
raking leaves and trimming hedges and shit.
That's what your lady had you doing this weekend. Hey, well, listen, this is for you and your lady. My word of the day today is anchor. Now,
Anchor?
Anchor. Very simple. You know what an anchor is?
You talking about the joint we drop off the boat?
And you just drop off the boat. Anchor. That's what my word of the day is anchor. And the thing about it is this. You're supposed to drop your anchor when you find a place or you find something that you are solidified with or that you are comfortable with. You saw your wife. You fell in love with your wife. You dropped your anchor and you said, this is where I want to stay for the rest of my life. So if that lady got you out there raking leaves and I heard she was out there first, then yeah, you're right, dude. You should be out there raking leaves with your wife. But I really want to say this. Y'all need to watch who you placing your anchor in, because too many times y'all placing your anchors in places and people that don't even deserve your time, and y'all walking around mad at the world because of the decisions that you make. So if you want to make an anchor and place it down in somebody, make sure that person or make sure that thing or make sure whatever it is worth it, because at that particular point, what you get is what you get, because that's who you place your trust in, that's who you place your confidence in, and that's who you place your life in. So watch where you laying your anchor down, and make sure if you laying your anchor down, you laying it with a good woman. If she says go out there and rake leaves,
you rake those damn leaves.
do what you got to do. Because if she pays the bills, I'm just playing. I don't know what you do in your house. But let's talk about your house. So May December romances. We got an old lady and a young dude, and we got a young dude and an old lady. How you feel about that?
Oh man, it's very difficult.
Talk about it.
Well, one, you know, we're 39, you 40.
Uh-huh.
We
Don't get my age out this show.
We just making our mistakes.
Okay.
We really just coming into really being men.
Are we still using that line like we just making mistakes?
Well, we making bad choices.
Bad choices was when you're 25 years old. When you're 40, you should know the difference.
You fucking up out here.
Go ahead. Say what you going to say.
She done already did everything we did. So, you know, sometimes she tell me something I don't want to see it.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm like, you a little too judgmental.
Okay.
And then somebody who's in the game or somebody who's in the same situation in life as me say the same thing, and I have to call them like, know what? I apologize. You were 100% correct.
See, this is my thing. When we talk about relationships, because I think sometimes when you have May December romances, some people might think there's some places where you might be unequally yoked. All right, so let's say this. I can't really kick it with somebody, like everybody has an age cutoff, and I gotta really think.
What's
my
your age cutoff is? With 50?
Nah, no, for older?
Yeah, older woman.
I'm not dating nobody that's like maybe more than 5 years older than me. You know, if I'm
Wow,
40,
too much pressure?
because at 45 you might be going downhill. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
I don't want to get nobody whose body is breaking down.
Bro.
I don't want no finished product. Yo, I don't want no broke. Listen,
have you ever heard, man? It gets better, like wine. It gets better. With
one thing I
age,
do
man.
know is that ladies, when they hit their 40s, they're at their sexual peak, their revolution. They ready to go. They ready to get it. So shout out to all my 40-year-olds that don't care. Y'all getting it in. Y'all don't give a holler at your boy. You know, let me see if I can keep up. I'm just playing. Don't holler at me. I'm practicing abstinence. But listen, this is what I'm really saying though. When we talk about the youngest I can go, the youngest, I'm thinking maybe 32.
Yes, that's probably
I'm thinking, I don't know, because listen, we gotta have something that we have in common. I'm gonna give you a story. I was dating this one girl, like when I lived in.
Were you being somebody's dad and boyfriend at the same damn time, man?
This is important to me. So I used to live in Richmond, Virginia, right? And I met this woman. She was amazing, smoke, light skin, Jamaican. She had an attitude. She was just you know what I like? Yes. She was amazing. You know what I mean? Physically, woo.
Mentally.
When I was having sex, the sex was woo. But I'm going to tell you what happened.
What happened, Jay?
She could have been Mrs. Russell.
What happened?
But I'm going to tell you what happened.
What happened, man?
I picked my son up, right?
You picked your son
My
up.
oldest son. We was chilling. We was all in the car. We was driving somewhere. I was playing the radio. He was playing with the radio. He said, I want to listen to the song. So Soulja Boy came on the radio. The Superman, woo!
And watch me work.
And they both at the same time said, this is my jam.
Oh, hell no.
If you listen to the same music that my kids listen to,
it's time to fucking go.
I busted Yui
and kicked her out the car
and dropped her butt off back home.
Wow.
If you and my kids identify with the same music, you already telling me we don't have any Superman. Soulja Boy is not even a rapper.
No, he's not. He's a performer.
But you like
best.
him. And you're grown. I understand my kid. He was like 16 at the time. He likes bubblegum rap. He don't know no different.
He ain't come up during our time.
But if you over the age of 30, you know the difference between hip hop and rap. I had to drop her off. So if we don't got nothing in common,
Did you at least stop the car?
I hit one more. I told my son to wait in the car. And I hit one more time before I ain't see it no more. I'm just playing. Don't call child services. I'm just playing. I'm playing. But listen, if we don't got much in common, I can't date you. I don't care how old you are. I don't care. You know, you hear the slogan that women mature faster than men and all that. I mean, that could be true, but I'm just simply saying if you like the same stuff my kids like, that's a no-no.
Yeah, you know, in most cultures, like my African brothers, when I told them I was dating an older woman, they said no.
Why they say that?
In their custom, you never marry an older woman.
Yeah.
Because they feel like that woman's going to control you.
You know I'm African. I'm an African booty scratcher. I'm just playing. I'm an African booty scratcher. Hey, I used to say that when I was young, and my aunt slapped the hell out of me. Shout out to my aunt Girline.
She should have.
Yeah. She said, but no, so they said that when they older, what's the problem with them?
They said the woman controls you. The woman has control of the household. You know, most African cultures, they want to have control of the household.
Okay.
So how do you feel about, giving that control to a woman? Do you feel like you can let a woman control your household?
I don't have a problem with the woman controlling the household per se. You know what I mean? I think it should be a joint type of thing. But listen to this. Listen to this. If you meet a woman who's older than you, who's already established,
which is the situation.
Who has her own. I got my own car. I got my own house. I make my own money. And
bag.
You coming into her territory. Dog, you got to really prove yourself, or you got to show yourself worthy for her to say, all right, dog, you do you, player. If you can't step up to the plate and do that, like I'm going to give you an example, and I'm not trying to call you out in the air, but I am. But at this particular point, if you knew them leaves needed to be raked, you should have been outside raking them before your wife got out the house.
Well, somebody I'm supposed to been going to drop something off with. I'm not going to mention no names.
Hey, I flaked on you. Hey.
I was going to buy a blower / sucker after we went to go get the supplies for the hurricane relief.
You doing too much. You doing
and we only had 2 brown bags. PG County, you got to have these little brown bags.
Okay, shout out to PG County.
To put the fucking leaves in. And I told her I'll get it on Saturday when we buy the brown bags and a blower and a sucker.
Another thing, ladies, when we talk about your anchors, if you dealing with some dudes that got a lot of excuses and why they can't do something, I'm just playing.
I work every day, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But listen, let me say this. This is how I feel. This
Independence said, I'm going out there now.
Okay.
And she went out there.
This is how I feel. I'm a gentleman. Like I'm a straight up gentleman when I meet a lady. I do the opening doors things. I do the gentleman type thing. And this is the funniest thing. When I was
somebody who probably dates you. Let me see.
When I was separated,
before you start telling your story.
No, you good. When I was separated, right? I had this dude that lived next to me. My neighbor that lived next to me. He was a young guy, but he was married. He had the best relationship I ever seen a man with a woman. He was a young guy. Wow. He never yelled. And when you live next to people and the walls are small, you can hear everything, right? I never heard him or seen him yell at his wife. I never seen anything disrespectful. And when they talk to each other in a manner of love. They talk to each other like, I appreciate you. You appreciate me. One time they asked me to go to church. I said, cool, I go to church with you. I ain't doing nothing. The Redskin game don't come on till later. Shout out to them Skins. Somebody text me to score the game. You know what I mean? I need to know what the score of the game is. But I stayed home. I went to church with him. When she got in the car, he opened the door for her. She sat down. But this was the most miraculous thing I seen. When he pulled over and he stopped the car, she got her purse and everything together, and she didn't move. She just stayed there until he walked all the way around, opened the door for her, and every time it was time to open the door, she always stepped out the way and allowed him to open the door. This is what I'm simply saying. A man will be anything that a woman allows him to be, if she allows him to be that. So if a woman is, I can do all these things by myself, then where is the need for the man? Where is the need for a person to step up and be all those things? So when you talk about a woman that is always gun-ho or always strong in certain things I could do by myself, it's good that you're strong out there. And a lot of times women are strong because we as men didn't step up to the plate, and y'all had to. But when you got a good man that's ready to step up, sometimes you got to step back and let him do what he's going to do. We got to take a quick break real quick, but we're going to come back and we're going to talk about May, December romances, and why your ass ain't get out there and rake those leaves first. Gentlemen sweep. Hey,
Whoa.
time out. Did you see my little young dude with the lady?
Young Thundercats out here doing their thing at the age of 9.
You think he was 9?
That's what the little video said.
They got to be from Africa because under the laws of this land, you know what I mean?
That definitely was an African wedding, bro.
That's
He probably was
statutory
like some
rape.
young prince or some shit
Oh,
like that.
He probably had money because you see that rock she had on her finger.
Yes,
I can't give you no rock. We can get matching tattoos or something. I can't give you no rock, man. So
you talking about a Hannah tattoo or you talking about a big boy tattoo?
Hannah, you know what I mean? I don't know if this is really gonna work out. And I've been known to make a couple mistakes, so you know what I'm
So
saying.
every 3 days we gonna get this joint.
We gotta get the joint that lasts for at least 2 weeks. You know what I mean? We gotta get the legit joint. You know what I mean? I gotta pay a little bit for it. So let me ask you. I'm going back to a question. So, when you and your wife y'all started dating, and she's 9 years older than you, you know, did you see a lot of similarities and things y'all had in common that made you think, yeah, this is it where it is?
Well, I knew my mother had for a long time before, you know.
Okay.
I've like, you know, when you're young and foolish.
Y'all was friends first because old people do that.
We were friends.
Yeah, old people do that.
9 years
Young
before
people,
I saw her.
We jump in.
Yeah, I saw her. You know,
Mhm.
I was making all the wrong mistakes at
Ooh.
first, dating, you know, the women we like to date. That
Don't
should
say
probably-
we. Don't say
Oh
we.
no, bro.
Don't say we.
Don't because you say now.
Oh Jesus! Don't say we.
Because you say now, bro.
Old things are behind. Behold, all things are made new. Don't say we.
And I was making all the wrong mistakes.
Okay.
Dating loose women.
Okay. Why women gotta be loose? Women that like to have fun. Shout out to all my women that like to have fun. Y'all
the
do
slut
you.
walk forever, whatever.
No, don't
But-
call them names, man.
No, you know it's a such thing called the slut walk.
I don't know what it is. I've done that walk plenty of times.
Amber Rose has a slut walk.
I did that walk plenty of times. The walk of shame, huh? After I done dropped about 3 of them out. Let's stop playing.
Boy, wait, you
Thank
say now. You
Jesus.
say
yeah,
now.
Yeah. No
But,
flashbacks.
you know, I dated all the wrong women, and I
Okay.
didn't see her. But once I saw her,
Mhm.
I was like, man, she's beautiful.
Man, I'm gonna tell you.
This is my soulmate.
That sound like that movie. What's the Avatar? I see you.
Yes.
Yes.
I can see your.
Listen.
I
to
can
all-
see your spirit.
Listen. I see you. Olive
Yes.
juice. Hey. Oh. But listen. So you saw her. Then what?
And then, man, I realized I'm like, this is the woman for me. This is the woman I've been asking God for.
Did you really ask God for a woman?
Yes, I've dropped on my knees many a days.
Okay.
Hey,
Cool.
You know, my name. I earned the name the Pope for a good reason.
Okay. And you know, I ask that because a lot of women don't think men really are at some point of their life where they trying to be serious. You know what I'm saying? When they really try to be serious and when they really try to find that one, you know what I mean, that they can really rock with for the longevity. You know what I mean? A lot of times men find that women sometimes I think too early. Like maybe they ain't got it out their system or a lot of things. So at that particular point, they still out there playing games. But you saw the woman, you recognized her. You know what I mean? It was more than just her beauty because your wife is very beautiful. Congratulations.
Facts.
She got that Indian hair and all that. Like
Facts.
her hair always wave. How
Facts.
her hair, man? We talking about weaves and your wife got that natural curly
juicy berries.
Yeah, that coming to America. That's so good. She got that good
Facts.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you saw her and you recognized her. You know what happened? How you approach her?
Man, I just told her, I told her, I just one day I said, you're really beautiful
Yes.
today. And these days, I used to call her by her last name. I used to
Okay.
call her Miss J.
Oh.
I was like, you looking real good today, Miss J. You know,
Ooh.
you mind I take you out for dinner? Now, her story to dinner is I had all the wings the first date.
Oh my God. We gonna have a show talking about date etiquette coming up
Definitely,
next. Don't
'cause
take all the wings.
I will fail that.
Did you see the movie when my man was like, let her get the last wing? Did you let her get the last wing?
I did not let her get the last
This
wing.
Negro right here. Yeah, was it? He said, let her get the last
I'm
wing. You know?
surprised she even hanged in that long, but we hanged in there.
Congratulations.
We went through some ups and downs, but I truly met the perfect woman for me.
Hey, listen, I really want to commend you because to be honest with you, you know, a lot of times if I'm ever dealing with somebody that is a lot significantly younger than me or older than me per se, it's a fun thing for me. Smoke, it's a fun thing. It's like, you know, we gonna have as much fun as we can have. You know what I'm saying? We gonna meet the rendezvous spot. We gonna do some wild things. You know what I'm saying? But then after that, I'm going my way, you going your way, because this is the way I look at it. The way that I look at it, if I was dating somebody, and I always do dumb things in my mind, but if I'm dating somebody that's 10 years older than me, that just means that you're going to die real early. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think you're going to die real early. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I don't want to fall in love with you and you die and you leave me here by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I got to play soldier boy Superman at the funeral and all that. So I ain't trying to have that, man. So you know, I might give me a little young tenderoni or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But nah,
How about
I can't do it.
let's find the right one for you.
Find the right one, huh?
For you. How about
Will
you
you
do
pray
that?
for me? You say what?
Right one.
All you need is the right one.
All you
know
need,
what I
no
mean?
matter what age.
Yeah, no matter what age.
But I feel you.
Are you
The
ready
young-
to settle
the young
down,
Jones
Smoke?
ain't ready.
Are you ready to settle down?
I mean,
Listen,
I got
an idea.
situations. I got
an idea.
situations, man. I got
want
situations.
I want all the ladies out there. I
I'm
don't
not
care.
putting all my
I
shit
don't
out
care.
there,
I don't
but
care
I
if
got
you young.
situations.
I don't
You
care
know
if you
what
young
I'm
or you old. What we gonna do is we gonna have a show coming up. We gonna have DJ Smoke on the show, and we gonna find
We gonna
DJ
auction
Smoke
them
a
off.
boo. You know what I mean?
We'll auction
we gonna
all Smoke.
auction DJ. We gonna auction.
He got the bid going too right now.
DJ services. We're going to offer some little dancing for you because Smoke can dance. And, you know, they say if you can dance, you can high. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah, I get my magic mic
You know what I'm
on.
saying?
I get-
So we're going to put Smoke on. All my ladies in the DMV around the world, we don't care where you are. Y'all got an opportunity and chance to get with DJ Smoke. But look, we only got a minute or so on the show, so we're going to let you do your man's law real quick before we wrap this thing up. DJ Smoke, find a date coming up soon. What we got going on with your man law?
Real quick, my
Real
dude.
quick. My dude.
My dude.
My dude.
You don't know your car.
Oh, which one?
Man, at this point, man, when we riding down the road and the yellow light comes on,
Okay.
I need you to pull over at that very first gas station. Don't be talking about I can make it another 20
Oh,
miles down
no.
the road,
Oh,
and now we
no.
both out there
need to
hitchhiking
know
with
your
the red
car.
gas can. So my dude, I definitely need you to learn that you don't know your car. Because
Listen.
once again, I'm getting tired of my brothers out there on the highway, walking down the
With that
highway with
gas
the red,
can, yeah.
red gas can, because
Listen.
they thought they could make it to the next 3 gasoline stations down the road, knowing you on that yellow light. When the yellow light come on, that's not an indication you could go another 40 miles.
People
that's
like
an
to
indication
ride
pull your ass the fuck
on
over.
the wild side. Hey, listen, before we go up, I'm going to tell you how I feel about this, man. Date whoever you want to date. I don't care if she's 20 years younger than you. Well, make sure she's legal. Make sure she's legal.
R.
first.
Kelly.
Yes.
R. Kelly.
Make sure she's legal first. Do what you got to do because you got to deal with it. What may not work for me may work for you as you see it work for the Pope. So God bless him. You know what I'm saying? He has a wonderful, beautiful wife. She's a little stern on him, but hey,
Yes.
that might have been what God thought he needed
I
in his
needed-
life.
I
I
needed
need a
that.
lady that's not a little stern. Please, God, if you send it to her, let her be a little playful. You know what I'm saying? Let her be able to want to play some games. You heard me? Cops and robbers. You get their handcuffs.
man.
I'm just sorry. I was talking to my wife for a second. So, May December romances, do what you do. Lady T. Kennedy will be back next week. We're going to auction DJ Smoke off. We bringing it to y'all. It's the livest show around the world. The Gentleman Sweep Show. What's back? What's back?
Fun Radio's back.
You're right. Fun Radio is back. Jacob Smoke, take us out. We holler at you. See you next week. Go Redskins.
I got one more thing to say.
Smoke, I just blew it up. What you got to say, man?
I can't get auctioned off. I can't.
You got to. So tell your girl
I
she
got
better step
situations,
up.
man. So I can't
By
do
the way,
that.
next week,
I can't do that.
Workplace violence.
Also, I want to send a shout out
Shout
to
out.
Tanya Burnett because she gave us a shout out.
Tanya
listen.
Burnett.
So the
Show.
Tanya Burnett show.
Tanya Burnett
check,
show comes
check
on
it
8
out.
o'clock
She did give us a
Fridays.
shout out.
And let me tell you
She did.
something. They was dope today. Their show was dope. They had me like really examining myself as a man. The lady on the show says if you text a woman more than 2 times, you a joke. You not serious. So my fellas, pick up the phone, holler at them ladies, and be real about it. Shout out to the Tanya Burnett show, empowering women everywhere. We love you. We appreciate you. Take us out, Jay. It's the Tanya Burnett show.
Thank you.